Hi everyone, it's Mary from Croyden Crochet. In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet my classic twisted earwarmer pattern. This is a free pattern on my blog and it is a great pattern for beginner crocheters. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to turn on notifications so you get notified as soon as I upload a new video. Alright, so let's talk about the materials that you're going to need for this earwarmer pattern. I'm going to be using Lion Brand's Basic Stitch Premium, and this is 3.5 ounces. It's 219 yards, so you'll have plenty to make one earwarmer or even 3 or 4 from this skein. It's 100% premium acrylic, and it is a number 4 worsted weight yarn. I do want to say that this is on the lighter side of a worsted weight yarn that I have found, so I just keep that in mind, and just keep the gauge in mind as well. Now the recommended hook size for this yarn is a 6 millimeter. I'm actually going to be using a 4.5 millimeter because, like I said, I did find this yarn to be on the thinner side of a worsted weight. All right, so one other thing that you will need is a tapestry needle, and you're going to use that just at the end to do a little bit of sewing. All right, now there are 4 sizes for this earwarmer pattern, which I will put up on the screen for you. I'll give the appropriate stitch counts. Or if you would like, you can follow along with the written pattern that I will put down for you in the description. I'll put the link for that if you want to follow along with that as well. I'm going to be making the adult. So as you can see up on the screen here, the adult, you're going to chain 72, and then the teen, if you wanted to make the teen, that is 68, child is 60, and the toddler, you will chain 56. Now the actual dimensions I can put up on the screen for you as well, or like I said, you can follow along with the written pattern. All right, so to get started, we're going to make a chain of 72. So we're just going to make our slip knot. Go. Right, and we're just going to chain 72. So yarn over, pull through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep going until you have reached your desired amount of chains, depending on what size you are crocheting. So I'm going to chain my 72 chains here, and then I will meet back up with you. All right, so I just chained 72 here. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to turn my chain over, and I like to work in the back bumps of my chain. It just gives a nice cleaner edge, I feel. You don't have to do this. You can certainly work right into the top of that chain if you want to, that top bar. But I'm just going to be turning my chain over and working in the back bump or the back bar. So to get started, we're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet in this second chain from our hook. So for a single crochet, we're going to insert our hook into that back bump, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay. Now we're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into that same chain as your single crochet, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2 again. All right, so in this second chain, we made a single crochet and a double crochet. So next, we're going to skip that chain, the next chain, and we're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet in the next. So skip this chain, the next chain, and in that next chain we're going to make a single crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to make a double crochet, so yarn over, insert your hook back into that same chain, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So essentially we're making like a single crochet and a double crochet cluster here. And we're going to do this in every other chain. So we're going to skip the next chain, and then in the next we're going to make our single crochet and our double crochet cluster. And you're just going to continue this across the chain until you get to your last 2 chains. Okay, so go ahead and work this pattern of skipping the next stitch and making a single crochet and a double crochet in the next, or the next chain, and I will meet back up with you. All right, so I'm just coming up on my last 2 chains here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip that next chain, and in the last chain make just a single crochet. All right, so in this last chain here, I'm going to make a single crochet. All right, and that completes row 1. All right, so moving on to row 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. And in this first stitch right here, we're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet. Single crochet and a double. Okay, and then we're going to skip the next stitch, and in the next we're going to make our single crochet and our double crochet cluster. So skip the next stitch, and in the next single crochet and a double crochet. All right, and we're just going to continue working this across the row of skipping the next stitch, and in the next one make a single crochet and a double crochet. Right, just like that. All right, so continue working that across the row of skipping the next stitch and making a single crochet and double crochet in the next until you come to the end of your row here. And you're going to, just like we did in that first foundation row, you're going to skip that next stitch, and in the last stitch you're going to put your single crochet. All right. All right, so I just finished row 2 of my earwarmer pattern, and basically what you're going to do from here on out for the next however many rows you're going to need, you're just going to repeat row 2. So you're just going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work, and like you did with row 2, you're just going to make a single crochet in that first stitch and a double crochet. And you're just going to repeat skipping the next stitch, and in the next make your single crochet and your double crochet cluster just like you did with row 2. So depending on what size you're making, you will need to crochet more or less rows. So I am working the adult, so that gives me 14 rows that I will need to crochet, and that's going to determine the height of your earwarmer. So if you're making the teen, as you can see up on the screen, you will need to crochet also 14 rows. For the child, you'll need to crochet 12, and for the toddler, it's 10. So go ahead and repeat row 2 until you've reached your desired amount of rows. And then I will show you how to do just a little bit of sewing to create that classic twist to your ear warmer. All right, so I just finished my 14 rows of repeating row 2, and down here was actually my tail. I went ahead and already weaved that in. So here is your working yarn, and I already went ahead and just snipped about 12 inches, I would say. That's how much you want to leave. And we're going to thread our tail with your needle. So we're going to do that first before I show you how to assemble your ear warmer. So with your needle, we're just going to thread the tail. Okay, and I'm just going to set this aside. Okay. Next, you're going to grab your 2 ends here, and when we grab them, okay, you're going to make sure that this part is at the top. So what I mean by that is you're going to, here we go, take your ends like this, and you're going to kind of almost sandwich them together like this. It can be a little tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it and you make a few of them, it doesn't become so cumbersome. So here is the edge that you have with your tail right here, okay? And that's going to be on top. So try to get these kind of sandwiched in there, just like this, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our needle and we're just going to make sure that we go through all 4 of those edges, and we're just going to work our way down, making sure we work it through all 4 edges. This, okay, like that. And then we're going to work our needle back up, go hitting all 4 edges. All right, so you're just going to work your needle up and down until you get to the end here, and just make sure that you get all 4 of those edges. All right, so go ahead and work your needle up and down until you get to the end here. Okay, so I have finished working my needle up and down, and I'm at the edge here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work this tail in. So you're just going to weave it in. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. You're just going to weave it in the back side of your ear warmer. Okay. Just like that. And then you can just take some scissors. I'm just going to snip this right here. And we're going to turn our ear warmer right side out, just like that. And you can see how it creates this really pretty twist, just like that. So just very little sewing, not much, and you get this really nice kind of twisted pattern or look to your ear warmer. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully I made it as beginner friendly as possible for you. Like always, if you have any questions, please just don't forget to use the description box to just send me a question, and I will do my best to answer you. All right, guys, thanks, and I will see you later. Be sure to click the subscribe button to my YouTube channel to receive all of my latest videos and updates.